Be calling you a radical. This is an important historic video. So they've appropriated 20 million more for the consent-based hearings to go around the country and try to find somebody that wants the nuclear waste. Now remember, I went to all those consent-based hearings before. We did the same thing 5 years ago and just a bunch of lawyers got rich. The consent-based in Boise, Idaho. Oh, I was there. The consent base in San Juan Capistrano. Remember Darrell Isis was crying? Why don't you have one here? Oh, they did? Then he didn't show up. That's when I confronted that. Why did they all show up to that one? They got a free trip to stay at the luxury freaking Omni in Carlsbad. Ooh, you get a free trip to Laguna. So they all came. Let's do it again. Mike Levin's got 20 million more appropriated. The guy that was the spokesman for the consent-based hearing, I understand, made $1 million off of it. He appropriated 20. Let's do it again. We already did it. Nobody wants the fucking shit. Why we continue? I mean, hello. Let's go to Utah. We don't want it, but we're getting it. Oh, it's low level, it's Senate operation. Oh, really? That's what a woman told me at the hearing. Well, it's just low level coming. Oh, okay. Okay, low level. All right. They had an accident. It was just a steam malfunction. It's sent up. I'm the guy that broke that news from the bone marrow transplant at LDS East 8. Full of leukemia. I was going in and out of a coma that night. We're going on 10 years. That was the 30th of January, 2012. So if they had a steam malfunction, which is, the cores, they vented all over San Clemente, all over the reactor. Oh, so it's just all better now? It's not. We have laws in Utah. But our government does, just like in Idaho. Cecil Andrews used to sue. Well, Cecil Andrews is dead. They had consent-based hearings in Idaho. They had consent-based in New Mexico. They had consent-based in Sacramento. They had consent-based in San Juan Capistrano. I went to them all. State by state, city by city. Do you want it? Nobody wants it. Please. So we're going to spend 20 more to go around and have hearings. They won't even have hearings. You say, hey, do you want some nuclear waste? As I say it, I used to say for years. Any state that has bailed out the nuclear industry, including New York City, post-Fukushima. I made that sign, the front part of it, in Vienna at the IEA, where a lot of these choices are made. I'm like, you like it so good in New York? You bail them out, that's where we store it. I like how you go after Status King Cuomo. That's his crowning jewel. $7.6 billion nuclear energy bailout. $7.6 billion. The city that never sleeps, oh, it's asleep. So, it's important. Everybody who's bailed out the nuclear industry post-Fukushima. Now they're trying to federally at Diablo, but that's setting up for a fight between the feds and the state of California. The state of California's, oh hell no, we're done. TikTok, Diablo, it's an earthquake. But if Fukushima didn't wake you up on Diablo, nothing will. Yeah, nuclear reactors on earthquakes is freaking false. That's a great freaking idea. By design. So New York bails them out. Illinois bails them out. Now there was a bill that got through Idaho who claims, now this is important. I'm in the bone marrow transplant center at LDS fighting for my life. One of the, several of the people that were in there from Idaho, including Atomic City, Johnny, and who all passed away. There was a woman who I was really good friends with. She was fighting, she passed away. Her husband, a legislator in Idaho, on the consent base, being in Indian Point Way, Cecil Andrews fighting it then, Kevin Blanche fighting it then. She passed away. I went to the funeral. This is a couple years later, after I got out of the bone marrow. I talked to him. I says, well, you obviously shot that down. No, I voted for it. It's going to bring jobs. How do you reason with that? His wife was born at Arco, Idaho. I'm like, you do know about the accidents there. Yeah, that was a long time ago. Radioactive waste doesn't care. It lasts for hundreds. It's like Utah. Go to southern Utah. Oh, what? Downwinders? It just went away? We're all downwinders now. So, here's the answer. Kevin Blanche has had the answer for a long time. We're going to have consent base so some attorneys can go around. You hear, do you want it? Utah, the toilet. We don't make it, but now Governor Cox says, I talked to an attorney from here, from Evanston, Wyoming, who I hang out a lot. Oh, we're going to bring you some. No, we're not. Do you know about Price Anderson? Yeah. Okay, that's all you need to know. They're not going to build anything. They're just getting free money up front. I mean, Fukushima should have been the end. Well, what's the answer? The sun. Hello. We're producing 200% more solar a day than we can use here. We don't have, we have a grid. At the speed of light, it can be in any place in this country. This land is my land. This land is your land. From radioactive sea to radioactive sea. At the speed of light, the jet stream. Fugo me not. Status King Cuomo. Bank. He started at 7.6 billion, never went to the vote, and you bailed out. 9 Mile Island, 3 times worse than 9 Mile Island. Gianni, Fitzpatrick, they were closed, remember? Exelon buys them in for peanuts on the dollar. Now what? Rahm Emanuel's the ambassador to what? Japan? He doesn't speak Japanese. He has nothing. What? Radioactive. Radioactive. So we're going to do more consent-based hearings. Another 20 million. This is coming right from Michael Evans' lips to me. I asked him. I got him to say the F word. Michael Evans said the F word. Kevin Black kind of tricked him, but I got him to say it. He said the F word. So, had to read it off my shirt, but penny for plutonium, District 49, San Onofre. He gets it, but are you really getting it? So, they said that Idaho consented. Texas, all my exes, Holtec, Pat is going to Texas is, oh hell no, they passed a law. Utah passed a law. This is important for people in Texas. We have those laws in Idaho, in Utah. Only very low level can come. They bring it in anyway. Patriot Act. Governor Herbert lied to me. He let it in. Cox doesn't even really know what it is. He's like he's a Southern Utah guy, but he's all in bed with Bill Gates to build the little nukies in Kemmer, Wyoming. Utah's the only place in the world that are funding these SMR new scales. Change their name to make it so. They've been watching Star Trek. They're Voyager now.